What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James ThnxCya. Welcome back today to Roblox. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. Today, of course, it is time once again for some brand new Bee Swarm Simulator. And today, we are back in the test realm for some more test realm madness. So yeah, hopefully if you guys saw the last episode we did here on Bee Swarm, it was in this test realm, this official Bee Swarm test realm. And there was some weird stuff going on. If you haven't seen it yet, I will link it in the description, but basically it's madness. Onett has officially gone mad, he's gone crazy, he's gone cray-cray, and there was just like a bunch of weird and wonderful stuff that we did in that episode. Well, the good news is today we're going to do even more of it. Onett has released a bunch of extra test realm codes. We're going to mess around with them and have a bit of fun here today. Now the big question is, which hive do we pick? Do we pick the usual hives? Do we pick the hive on top of the hive? Do we pick the hive on top of the blue HQ? Do we pick the one behind the black bear? I tell you what, let's actually go and pick the hive on top of the hive. 3, 2, 1, claim the hive on top of the hive. How are we all doing? Welcome back. So yeah, just in case you missed the last episode, yes, this is not like a fan-made server. This is the official Bee Swarm Simulator testing world, and this is the place where Onett like introduces all of the kind of things that he's testing for people to try out before they actually get into the main game. So yeah, last episode was madness. There was a bunch of these crazy codes, and basically I genuinely think, yeah, as I kind of mentioned, Onett's gone mad. There was a code which gave us 1 trillion basic bee jellies. I think 100 billion royal jellies, just the weirdest stuff. And there's more. We're going to do them today. So, just before we get started, I think we should go and check the old likes from last episode. So, hey, let me jump up here. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Like, last episode was a bit of a weird one, so I'm really not too sure. But I think we set a like goal of 6,200. So let's go and take a little look here before we get stuck in. Let me unlock my phone with my face. Fantastic. And 3, 2, 1, and ready, 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 ready. Come on. 8,989. Oh, we are so close to over 9,000. That's amazing. Dude. Man, a lot of people watched that video. My goodness. Wow, that's incredible. So yeah, thank you so much. That's amazing. Like, we had like a few over 9,000s, but it has been a little while. So to get that close once again, incredible. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think you guys like the test run videos. I do too. They're really strange. But yeah, massive, massive effort. Thank you so much. You guys are on it. You guys are on it like Onett. GG, lads. 10 on 10. Don't forget the ladies. Amazing effort. Yeah, more about Onett in just a second, by the way. But I don't know. Can we try and go for... Man, that was so... I don't know. We're kind of like building it up. I really... can we go for... What was the last one? 6.2. Can we go for 6.5? 6,500 in this episode? That would be awesome. Yeah, should we get into this? So yeah. Basically, we saw in last episode as well, there's been this like new secret field added. So this is essentially like the mega Onett field, and we will go to this in just a second. And one of the codes which Onett has added actually gives you like a crazy, crazy code, which I think is like a 2-day code. And it basically just boosts the mega Onett field and makes it insane. So we're going to try and do some farming there in the mega Onett field today. But first, before we do that, I'm going to go and buy myself just a bunch of treats. Because basically, I need to try and get my beehive up a little bit higher. So I'm just going to spend everything that I've got here straight on treats. And I'm going to try and level up my beehive a little bit. And then there's also a bunch of other weird codes, like super weird codes. Should we do a few of the weird codes? Let's do a few of the weird codes. So yeah, once again, of course, all of these codes were shown to me initially by Bee Swarm Simulator Leaks over on Twitter. So thank you so much once again, my dude, for keeping me in the loop. And yeah, I think there are 3 of them which we can do. So... I thought it'd be kind of interesting to like talk about today. Like, why is this weird stuff actually happening in the test realm? What's the point? Is Onett just going like cray cray, or is there actually a point to it? To be honest, I actually think there's a point to it, and we'll talk about that in just a second. But there's just a few random codes. We might as well grab them. So the first one here is honeydew. So honeydew like the melon, and honeydew, boom, that quite simply gives us 10,000 gumdrops. So I think that this code is probably to give people extra gumdrops to test the gummy star. Now the gummy star, of course, is going to be one of the potentially six passive abilities on the supreme amulet when it comes to the main game. So yeah, that's just a random code there, but it does give us 10,000 free gumdrops. I'll take that. And quite possibly one of the weirdest codes ever. It is Polar is bad. So if we redeem Polar is bad, boom, that gives us 150 polar power. So yeah, basically that's the equivalent of doing 150 polar bear quests. Now, I think it's called Polar is bad, pretty much. I think we mentioned this before. Onett's not like a huge fan of the polar power system anymore, so maybe that's like a little clue as to potentially we might be seeing a change in the polar power. I have no idea. But yeah, those are two of the slightly stranger codes. We're going to go and do the mega Onett field. We're going to go to the secret field in just a second. But quickly before we do that, let me just go and level up a bunch of my bees so we can actually make a little bit of honey in that field. So yeah, bear with. I will not be too long. Let me go and level up these bad boys. Okie dokies. So yeah, I'm basically just feeding up a bunch of treats. So the hive, to be honest with you, this is just a little bit random. I've kind of just gone with what comes first. So I just used a few more royal jellies. We've got like, what, 35 bees, I think. And yeah, we've just kind of got whatever's sort of come as just, you know, that's what we've picked. So I picked like a bunch of carpenters. We've just got a load of like fuzzy bees in here. We've got, oh, is that not a gifted fuzzy bee? Well, I tell you what. Let's make it gifted. So if we go to our settings, let's put require mythic, and then let's put require gifted. So if we use our stack of royal jellies on this bad boy, what are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? Hey, fuzzy bee. Okay, so a bunch of fuzzy bees. Now the thing is, I'm not sure how effective the fuzzy bees are because the crazy like secret Onett field is like all gold stars anyway, but we're gonna roll with this hive. This is fine. And yeah, we're gonna have a bit of fun with it. So, as I was kind of mentioning, like, what's the point of all of this? Like, why are there, like, a bunch of extra players on the server? Why is all of this honey started just to be given out? Like, what's with all these buffs and boosts and stuff? In my opinion, I think it's Onett potentially stress testing the server. Now, this is quite simply, what he's doing is he's, like, overloading the server to see how much it can actually take before it, like, disconnects. So this could mean a couple of things for the main game. Number one, it could mean potentially he's thinking about introducing more hive slots. Number two, obviously with the new bees and stuff coming, potentially more legendaries. He's trying to see, you know, how many players are on the server all at once. If everyone's in the same field, is it going to lag out? Is it going to be okay? If everyone's dropping gumdrops, is it going to work? And then also when everyone's triggering their new passive abilities, which will be on the Supreme Star Amulets, is the server actually going to be able to take it? So this is why I think, like, he's introduced all of these weird hives just all over the place. It's why he's giving us all of these items and stuff. I think it's quite simply just to stress test the server. Look at these dudes. And, you know, see how much it can actually take. So that's kind of like my guess on it, I think. But anyway, let's actually go and head to... Should we go and head to... I don't know. I kind of want to take out the coconut crab. But then we're going to go to the secret field. Let's go. Let's do that first. Oh, yeah. I just realized I don't think my bees are high level enough to take down the coconut crab. So, yeah, one of the cool buffs in this place is this extreme undying rage, which is basically like a 10 times bee attack, 3 bee attack bonus thing. So it's basically just there to help you take down the bosses quick. But I think because our bees are like only like level 8 or 9, I don't think we're going to be able to do enough damage. But we should be able to take down old Tunnel Bear. So just out of curiosity, let's see what we get. So this is the first time I've taken down the Tunnel Bear in the test realm. So normally you get like a gifted egg of some sort. I kind of just wanted to see what we'd get. What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? What are we gonna get? We are gonna get a... Where is it? Where is it? It must be here somewhere. There it is! Oh, is it silver? Yeah, gifted silver egg. Okay. So yeah, anyway, we mentioned the secret test field, and this is located in the Void. So we've talked about the Void a good few times in the main game, and yes, it is actually available in the main game to visit, but of course, because this is the test realm, this is only in the test realm, like what you actually see inside it. So you basically fly out of the map to the right-hand side, and there's this like green box. And then there's a big gap underneath it, and this is the location where we found like the weird bee swarm drawing, and there was also like teasers of the models for the vector and the tadpole bee, like way back in the day. I think those have been removed now. I think the drawing is still there, but the other ones have been removed. But In the test realm, if we drop down, there is a giant Onett. And at the very, very bottom, there is the secret Onett field. So this field is really weird. It's basically just a giant field. Although weirdly, there's no beanbugs here and there's no frogs. And there was last time. But basically every single field is a gold star. And this is the code which we are going to do here in this episode. So the code for the test realm anyway is hibernation. So if we activate hibernation, you will see in just a second that this code is insane. It gives us 10 microconverters, but as well as that, it gives us Onett field boost times 4. Bearing in mind that the maximum is only supposed to be 3, it gives us Onett field wins times 9, Onett field capacity times 9, and an Onett field market boost duration 24 hours. Which is kind of mad. So yeah, what I thought we'd do is I'm just going to try and grind some honey in here. My bees are slowly catching me up. And yeah, let's see what we can do. So I'm probably just going to grab a little bit of honey. But honey is always useful because I kind of want to upgrade the character a little bit. We got a bunch of festive beans from different codes. Red extracts, blue extracts, glues, oils, enzymes, all that good stuff. So yeah, I'm just going to have a little grindy grind here. See how we can do, really. We've got like a bunch of cloud vials. Let's pop those. We got given 1,000 cloud vials last episode. So yeah, we've also got festive beans. Oh jeez. Hey sausage. Hello. So yeah, just to confirm this once again, all of these like weird and wonderful things, unfortunately, yes, they are only available in the test realm. Now here's the thing, like as I mentioned this a few times, like I have absolutely no control over the test realm whatsoever. It's kind of just like Onett's thing, and you know, that's kind of, he deals with all of this. It's absolutely nothing to do with me. Like I'm pretty lucky to even be in here in the first place. But I do think that this kind of cool to like be able to jump in here, because I guess it gets to show like a bunch of people what it actually looks like, you know, kind of the stuff inside it or whatever. But yeah, one of the reasons why my character is not actually that good in the test realm, I've always kind of felt with it that I'd always rather spend the time grinding in the actual game as opposed to like the test realm, because, you know, the test realm can close at any moment. So here's the thing about it, you know, it's very much a temporary world, and then on it at any point he could just close it down or he could just restart it from 0. So, you know, I never really wanted to spend like a huge amount of time in here because at some point this is just going to get wiped anyway. But it is still pretty cool to kind of mess around with. We are currently stacking at nearly 58 million a second, which for this character is insane. I wish I had my main character right here in this moment. I think the numbers would be madness. But you know what? This is pretty good. It's helping us level up our bees. We can go and unlock some cool stuff. Bearing in mind the gear I've got is actually terrible. And we're still pushing like 30 million a second. I'll take that. Okay, I take that back. We actually just got to like 150 million a second, which for this character is absolute madness. That is insane. Oh my goodness. But yeah. So I guess I'm just going to go and grind here. I'm not going to, obviously this code is valid for like an entire day. So I'm just going to spend like, you know, 10 minutes or so just, you know, having a bit of fun down here, collecting some bits and pieces. And yeah, I'll see you guys back on the surface. But yeah, in case you're wondering, this is the secret Onett field. This is only available in the test realm, which is really weird. Oh geez, look at this. Look at this. Has it crashed? Oh, that looks so weird. Look at that. Oh, okay, I think it's back. Yeah. So as you can tell, like, it's a little bit of a laggy message sometimes, but, you know, this is kind of my theory anyway, is that Onett is definitely up to something to do with basically stress testing the game. So here's the thing, like, if the game can handle just, like, absolute craziness with, like, you know, a bunch of players and all that kind of stuff, then in theory, it should be able to handle newer stuff, but less load when it's actually introduced to the main game. So what Onett is actually up to, I have no idea, but I think it's pretty cool. So I think we made like 18 billion here. With this character, that's pretty good. I'll take that. Right, okay, so yeah, we just made like a little bit of honey there. I don't think there's like a huge amount else that I can show you in the actual test realm. I think we've kind of seen most of the weird stuff that's in here. One of the cool things though, which I don't know if you guys have seen this before, is that basically the crafting recipes for the test realm are a little bit different. So I actually haven't seen, oh geez, get up on that beat, come on, yes, okay. So the crafts are a little bit different because basically if we actually go here to say the gummy mask, you actually only require one ingredient to make it. So instead of having like all of the crafting items and stuff, all you do is you actually just pay the honey and then you just have like the one single item which you can use. So I don't think we can afford the boots, but instead of getting like, you know, a bajillion glue, you still have to get a bajillion goo. Okay. I guess it's only certain items. Actually, in theory, let's actually go to the top shop and let's see what the prices are for that. Ooh, maybe even the star shop. Oh, we need we need the petals, don't we? Actually, I don't know. Let's go and have a look. Do we need the petals for it? Out of interest? I'd be kind of curious. Yeah, okay, so you still need the spirit petals to actually make these items. That kind of makes sense, to be honest. But we can go and buy ourselves like some better stuff from the top shop. So I actually kind of want to get those new boots. Let me go and get those. And if we go in here, we can go and get ourselves. Let's go and grab our what? Oh, I don't have the extract. Are you kidding? Okay, so it seems like only certain things. So maybe it's just the masks. Ah, actually, you know what? I think that's right. I think it's just the masks that are really, really cheap. So if we go over, for example, to, let's go demon, and we go and check this out, then it should only be one item. Yeah, there you go. So one single stinger, but you still need to pay like the 5 billion, but you don't have to have all of the other crafts and stuff, which I thought was kind of a cool little change. But yeah, I think, unfortunately, that's probably going to be about it for this episode. So I kind of just wanted to show you those 3 super weird codes. And yeah, I also wanted to show you the Onett field again, just in case you missed last episode. There's some really like weird and wonderful stuff going on in here. And I do think that it's gonna lead to something. What that something is right now, no clue. But it will be something cool, I think. But yeah, anyway, so unfortunately, I think that's going to be about it. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, please remember to poke me in that like button. And if you're not yet subscribed, go for it, because we do Roblox done fun. But until next time, thank you once again for watching. It's been such a pleasure. As always, thanks, and see ya.